What's up guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, so please subscribe my channel and bell icon. Today I will telling about 10 cents coin of Singapore 1987. The 10-cent coin issued by Singapore in 1987 features the arms of Singapore on the obverse and a star jasmine flower on the reverse. The coin is made of copper nickel and was minted by the Singapore Mint. The obverse displays the date 1987 and the word Singapore in 4 languages around a radiate circle. The reverse shows the denomination 10 cents, above the star jasmine flower, and 10 below. Obverse. The arms of Singapore are displayed. The date 1987 is shown underneath. Singapore is inscribed in English, Tamil, Chinese, and Malay languages around a radiate circle. Reverse. The star jasmine flower is featured at the center. The denomination 10 cents is written above the flower. 10 is displayed below the flower. In the 1980s, Singapore was transforming rapidly. From a modest trading post under British colonial rule to a self-sustaining and economically powerful nation, Singapore's journey was nothing short of a miracle. The country had only become fully independent in 1965, and by the 1980s, it was undergoing urbanization, infrastructure development, and economic reform at breakneck speed. 1987 marked a significant year in Singapore's growth. The Mass Rapid Transit (MRT) system, an essential part of Singapore's public transport, began its first operations. The country was thriving under the leadership of Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew. It was a time of innovation, discipline, and nation building. And amidst all this, a simple coin was being minted, unnoticed by many, yet destined to hold the essence of this transformative era. Coin's physical features and design. Let's take a closer look at the 1987 Singapore 10 cents coin. This coin is part of Singapore's second coin series, introduced in 1985. It replaced the earlier series used since independence. The government wanted a cleaner, more modern design, one that would better represent Singapore's values and cultural identity. Made of copper nickel, the 10 cents coin from 1987 is small, light, and resilient. Weighing just 2.36 grams, it measures 18.5 millimeters in diameter, perfectly pocket size. But the magic lies in its design. Obverse front, you'll find the Singapore coat of arms proudly displayed at the center, flanked by the country's name in 4 official languages: English, Mandarin, Tamil, and Malay, representing the country's multiculturalism. Functional. Symbolic. This coin is more than a means of transaction, it's art in metal. Now let's talk minting. The 1987 10 cents coin was struck at the Singapore Mint, a high-tech facility known for producing not just domestic currency but commemorative and international coins as well. 1987 wasn't a particularly low mintage year, but here's the interesting part. Many of these coins have since been lost, worn out, or discarded over time. Coins in clean circulated condition, that is, lightly used but still retaining their original detail, have become harder to find. The total mintage for the 1987 10 cents coin isn't officially released by the Monetary Authority of Singapore, but collectors agree that the second series coins from the mid to late 1980s are scarcer in higher grades, especially in clean circulated condition, where scratches are minimal and the relief still sharp. Collectors hunt for these coins not just because of rarity, but because of their historic placement in Singapore's coinage timeline. What makes the 1987 10 cents coin valuable? So here's the million-dollar question: why does this small coin matter? Well, not all value is monetary. The 1987 10 cents coin sits at the intersection of 3 collectible criteria. Historical value. It captures a period of monumental growth in one of the world's most disciplined and advanced economies. Design evolution. As part of the second coin series, it represents a shift in the nation's visual storytelling from colonial-era imagery to independent national pride. Collector demand. Coin collectors love bridge coins, those issued during transitional phases. Plus, Singapore coins have grown in international popularity, especially among Asian and European collectors. In clean circulated condition, this coin can fetch anywhere between $1 to $5 USD depending on the market. But hold on, it gets even more interesting. Coins that are uncirculated, or in mint condition, can be worth $30 to $50 USD to the right collector. Rare variants, such as those with minting errors, double dies, off-center strikes, or planchette issues, can spike up to hundreds of dollars. And who knows? If a full set of 1987 coins is ever auctioned by a major house in pristine condition, the set's historic context could push valuations into the thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. International interest in Singapore coins. Singapore's coins, once used only in local hawker stalls or MRT rides, are now globally recognized among collectors. Here's why. Stability and rarity. Singapore doesn't produce coins unnecessarily. Each minting has purpose and discipline, making them inherently more limited. Clean, elegant designs. The use of native flora and national emblems creates collector appeal far beyond the region. Low circulation numbers in certain years. While 1987 isn't the rarest, coins from this era are becoming harder to find in good condition. Numismatic forums across the world from the US to Europe show an uptick in interest in Southeast Asian coinage. Singapore, in particular, is becoming a key player. If you have a clean circulated 1987 10-cent coin, you're holding a small but significant piece of an evolving market. Take for example, Ravi from India, a passionate collector who found a 1987 10-cent coin in a bag of mixed international change. At first, he thought it was worth little. But after cataloging it and showing it to his collectors group, he was offered $40 USD for it, because of its near uncirculated condition. Lisa in the UK, who's building a full Singapore coin collection from 1967 to 2000. The 1987 10-cent coin was the hardest for her to source. She eventually bought one from a dealer in Australia for $25 USD, clean circulated. Real value. Real demand. So, if you have a 1987 Singapore 10-cent coin, check its condition. Clean circulated coins are desirable, but uncirculated ones are even better. Look for errors, misalignments, doubling, or irregular shapes. Store it properly. A plastic coin flip or capsule will protect its value. Consider building a set of Singapore's second series coins. It's an investment and a legacy. The market is growing, and today's pocket change could be tomorrow's collectible. Who would have thought a humble 10-cent coin could carry so much history, design, and rising value? Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your collecting journey, keep an eye out for the 1987 Singapore 10-cent coin. It's a small treasure with a big story. The 1987 Singapore 10-cent coin, a small, nickel-plated steel coin, part of the second series of Singapore coins, and a beautiful example of how even everyday currency can carry incredible value and history. In circulated condition, you might think this coin wouldn't be worth much, but collectors are paying hundreds and even thousands of dollars for exceptionally rare pieces, and that's just scratching the surface. What makes this coin so desirable? The answer lies in its design, mintage, and hidden mint errors. 1987 was a significant time for Singapore. The nation was booming economically, and its national symbols were becoming more pronounced in culture and design, including currency. The 10-cent coin minted in 1987 features the second series design, introduced in 1985 by the Monetary Authority of Singapore. This series celebrated Singapore's rich botanical diversity. On the reverse of the coin, the Artemisia plant, a resilient tropical flora, with its long elegant leaves beautifully engraved. It's more than just artwork. It's a symbol of strength, growth, and identity. On the obverse, you'll find the Singaporean coat of arms and the 4 official languages: English, Mandarin, Tamil, and Malay, representing the country's multicultural foundation. Let's take a closer look at the coin's structure. Composition: nickel-plated steel weight, 2.36 grams diameter, 18.5 millimeters edge. Rated designer: Christopher Ironside, a renowned coin designer who also contributed to British coinage. Now here's where things get exciting for collectors. Even though millions of these coins were circulated in Singapore, the 1987 batch is part of a unique category. Some coins from this year have surfaced with mint errors, off-center strikes, double dies, and planchette issues that make them highly valuable on the numismatic market. In fact, one error coin with a visible off-center strike was recently listed online for over $2,000 USD, and it wasn't even in mint condition. The coin community has also noted that proof-like finishes or coins with unusual toning fetch premium prices from serious buyers. What makes the 1987 Singapore 10-cent coin valuable? Let's break it down. Rarity of clean circulated examples. Even though it was common, very few well-preserved circulated coins from this year survive. Most are heavily worn from daily use, so coins in sharp condition stand out in auctions. Collectors pay high premiums for coins with striking errors. Some of these have sold for thousands of dollars, turning a 10-cent coin into a mini goldmine. Historical and cultural significance coins from Singapore's second series are becoming more valuable over time, especially with younger collectors now entering the scene. The plant designs and national identity embedded in these coins create demand outside Southeast Asia, a growing trend in global numismatics. Limited collector awareness. Unlike US or European coins, Singaporean coins are undervalued. This gives savvy collectors an edge. They can snap up rare pieces at a fraction of their future value. That's changing fast. And 1987 is becoming a key year for demand. Let's talk numbers. In 2023, a 1987 Singapore 10 cents coin with minor mint doubling sold on eBay for $850. In 2024, a collector in Australia reportedly sold a near-perfect circulated specimen for $1,200 at a private auction. And get this, an unlisted proof-like example is rumored to have been offered over $3,000 USD, though details remain unverified. Even average circulated coins, if clean and properly stored, have fetched $10, $50, depending on buyer interest. These values are rising each year as more collectors turn their attention to modern Southeast Asian coins. Here's how you can tell if you're holding a valuable 1987 Singapore 10 cents coin. Look for sharp details, minimal scratches, and clear lettering on both sides. The cleaner it is, the more it's worth. Hold the coin under light and examine it with a magnifier. Look for off-center designs, doubled letters or numbers, missing details, any odd coloration or toning. Look for unusual weight or size. If it feels slightly lighter or heavier than usual, or if the size seems different, it might be a planchette error. Compare with other coins. Look at other 10-cent coins from the same year. A rare variation will stand out. So there you have it. The 1987 Singapore 10 cents coin. A tiny piece of metal with a massive story and hidden value. This coin isn't just part of Southeast Asia's rich numismatic tapestry. It's a growing treasure in the world of modern coin collecting. Did you check your coin stash yet? If you find one of these, especially in clean circulated condition or with a unique error, you could be holding a coin worth thousands. Drop a comment if you own a Singapore coin, or if you're going to check your drawer after watching this.